I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Friday, October the 14th, brought to you in part by the International Brangus Breeders Association. Do you have fescue problems? Brangus cattle have a higher tolerance to the elevated body temperatures caused by fescue toxicity. Implement reliable Brangus genetics into your herd to help with this resistance. Build with Brangus to build your bottom line. For more info or to find a breeder near you, go to gobrangus.com. You look at the opportunities that may lie there for a down market. The town drunk now knows that cattle have gotten cheaper, so it's time to find a bottom anywhere in here. I still think these cash fat cattle will find a bottom in here in the 90s somewhere, and we are down in the 90s now. We're no longer in the triple digits, but you know, there's going to be opportunities there. And it's time to start looking for them, because one man's wreck's another man's opportunity. If you look at your cattle futures, live cattle December contract, Wednesday was down $1.10, Thursday down $1.82 to end the day on Thursday at 96.17. October spot market was down $2.30 on Thursday at 94.45 for the close. Feeder cattle November contract, Wednesday was down $1.80. Thursday was down $2.95 to end the day on Thursday at 114.82. October spot feeder cattle ended the day on Thursday at 119.45. So we really dropped off some kind of levels that have kind of held us together for a long time there. Your corn was up 12.5 cents on Thursday with December new crop at 349.5, and that sure didn't help your feeder cattle any. But you look at the fat cattle, and they've sold a lot of fat cattle so far this week, both Wednesday and Thursday, at 98 bucks, which is $4 lower in the Southern Plains. But you remember that weighted average was just under 101, so it's not quite that much lower there. But your weighted average for this week's not going to be 98 either, so it's sure lower. They've sold some cattle up in the Northern Plains live as low as $96. Your dress market's 154 to 155. And that's $4 to $5 lower than last week's bulk of the trade. The actual dress steer carcass weight continues to climb. You know, we keep patting ourselves on the back thinking we're all current and everything, but we can't be that current because our dressed weights continued to grow and grow and grow. They're the second highest all time, just next to last year. They're up to 909 pounds on your average dress steer now, which is 5 pounds more than the previous week, and that 909 pounds was for the week ending October the 1st. Slaughter level this week has been pretty decent through Thursday, 454,000, which is 8 more than last week and 9,000 more than the same week a year ago. Look at your CME feeder cattle index, 125.39, but it is falling. It's chasing your real-time index, which is a whole day ahead and a lot more current at 120.22. So it's going to be falling down in the teens just like the board is. But you look at your cash feeder cattle market, El Reno on Wednesday had 6,000 head. Feeder steers $6 to $10 lower. Feeder heifers just $1 to $3 lower on the call there. You look at Cattle Market Central, and you can see the market's a whole lot quicker. You don't have to wait for the USDA to put them out the next day. You can watch them come together as they sell, and then check the market out as soon as the sale's over on the whole report. But you can watch it come together through the day. But you look at Pratt, Kansas there, you look at their steers were mostly $6 to $8 lower on the feeder types. Some of those heifers up to $13 lower. Farmers and ranchers in Salina, Kansas, we're not picking on anybody. The markets are just lower around. We want y'all to see that. And most of your yearling feeders in Salina, $6 to $14 lower. But there's got to be some opportunities out there. I know these purely hedged feeders, feedlots, that a lot of them are out there that have really been struggling through these high markets. They've been living with empty pens and haven't been doing a whole lot because they only will buy feeder cattle that will absolutely hedge. They hedge all the way to their eyeballs and don't leave a whole lot of risk out there on the table. They're starting to lick their chops a little bit. Some of these cattle are getting down there where they can buy them. You can buy some of these big unweaned calves that are big enough to go right into the feedlot under $1 now, especially on the heifers. but you get those fleshier types, and they're hard to straighten out, but that's where you find out where your cowboys are at. If you can get those cattle straightened out, and it's really tough because we're still getting up in the 80s and 90s during the day, and a lot of places are starting to freeze at night. But there's opportunities out there. You may want to boost your herd up. You may want to cull a little thicker. You may want to keep some of these heifers back during this down market because it's not going to cost you like it has the last few years. But that's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you next week.